So, as a student, right, there's a lot of students, the accounting profession is working very hard to encourage them to become accountants or take up accounting. What skills should they be focused on now so they can actually take some of those jobs that you've said would be created?
I think the profession of accounting, even as it is today, the skills that are expected or required of you today, I think will persist. Things like systems thinking, data interpretation, just like being smart, being analytical. So on systems thinking is understanding how different tools connect and work with each other. Not just throwing a random dart at the board, but really thinking critically when data comes in this way, where does it go? And then where does it go after that to get to my final outcome? On data interpretation, put another way is analytics. It's not just preparing the numbers, but telling the story behind them. Our COGS are 80%. Okay, so what? Well, what was it last quarter? What was it year over year? What are the trends within it? And explain to me those trends, right? Data interpretation. So those two skills are required in the accounting profession today. And I think it'll just be to a higher degree. You can't just kind of hide behind the crunching of tasks, but really you need to think from a systems level and be more analytical. The third one that I would add in there, I call it AI collaboration, which is effectively the skill of using artificial intelligence as we know it today, ChatGPT, LLMs, etc. The prompting, the reviewing, guiding the AI tools to produce the best work. Let me give you an example of what I mean by that. I did a seminar recently to a group of controllers and head of finances in Silicon Valley. And I wanted to show them how to build a flux analysis using off the shelf tools, using ChatGPT, no, not Trueland, just using ChatGPT. How do you build a flux analysis? And one thing I pointed out was everyone is probably only using GPT-4o. It's the standard model when you log in, it's the basic model that you go to. I use that to try to build a flux analysis. I would have gotten, if you were to give it a letter grade, a C maybe. Like it kind of did it, but not great. But then I changed the model. I either used 3 or N, and then it got the flux analysis spot on. Got all the variances right. It got all the explanations right. It got all this additional analytics right. Like that quality of work, you would give call it an A and A plus to. Here's the funny thing. I stayed on the more advanced model that got the flux analysis right, and then I asked it to export that model into Excel. And then it went on a 5-minute rant. It just kept trying to process that task. How do I move this into Excel? It's kind of like asking a Nobel laureate to do a very simple task and then they just overcomplicate that. So then I changed the model back to 4.0 and it converts it into Excel right away. So it's knowing which models to use, knowing how to prompt them to get the right outcome, knowing how to review it to make sure the work is right, and guiding the AI tool to produce the best work. I think that's a new skill. So to summarize, one, systems thinking, two, data interpretation, and three, AI collaboration.